Hey guys, so I wanted to show you the two trades that I took today. I'm gonna start off with Nas. Not a lot of people that I study with, they trade this pair, but I do, and I really like trading it. So I want to show you guys what I took today. So of course, I always start off from my hour chart. I saw this trend was forming today. So I had a trend line drawn. This price wasn't here before my session, but once my session came and I just like extended it, but really the trend was like going in a downtrend like this, I guess you could say. But I did switch it a little bit. Sometimes you do have to switch your trend lines a little bit, but yeah, so that's that. I drew that. And then let me see. So when I got up, I'll have to drop down to the 5 minute. Um we had morning bell. Let me put my what do I want to do? Let me see. Yeah, I could take this off. Let me put my session on so I can see New York. All right. No, not this. So I'm just put my sessions on the chart so I could see and remind myself where I was. All right, so I got that. Let me see if I can just change the color from being so dark. I don't need it that dark. Is that one it? Maybe this one. There we go. All right. So when New York came in, we had this going on. And of course, I like to wait. And some people, they may have had a trend line drawn here on the lower time frame. I don't know what other people do, or they might have saw this break and maybe started taking sales. But this is before the time that I like to trade. And another little nugget I'm going to give you guys is that I like trading between 10 a.m. and 10:15 a.m. That is my sweet spot. I don't know why, but that's when I like to trade. That's when I feel like the market has already done its manipulation and it's gonna um, go into the bigger movements, or the banks like to come in at that time. Maybe that's what it is, and that's why I call this group the BankHeistSquad, because we like to ride with the banks. So on the 5 minute chart, I don't know if you guys can already see, I have my trend line here. This indicator shows, like, I don't know if this is stop hunt highs or what, but these are nice little lines. I'm gonna have to figure out what they mean. But price came up above the trend line a little bit and rejected, came back inside, and then it created, I don't know if you guys can see, but it created a head and shoulder pattern for me. And so that's where the head and shoulders are um, almost, even. So this is where I snagged my entry. Now, let me see if there was some other stuff I was looking for on the one. I like to look at the 1 minute too. So I just want to see, did I see anything on here on the 1 minute? I know that I drew a fib, and I'm trying to figure out and remember where I drew my fib. Let me go back to the hour. Let me delete this. So, I can't even remember where I drew my fib. Yeah, I can't remember, but I remember, yeah, seeing this pattern, and then I also, it was a gap. That's what it was. It was an imbalance. So remember, I discussed imbalances with you guys, and I had drew my imbalance here on the chart. It's very small on the 5-minute. And so that became my stop loss area, which I know that's very small for Nas. And so what happened is that price shot down. This candle retested here, but I was not in the trade at this point in time when this imbalance got retested. I didn't even notice an imbalance at this point. What happened is that these candles shot down, and then once these candles shot down, and started pulling back up, I started to see the formation of a head and shoulder being created. So, and I saw this imbalance, and so me seeing this imbalance, I wanted to see price come back into it, but for some reason on TradingView it did not touch, but on my broker it did. And so once I seen it touch, that's what I'm saying. It was up from the 1 minute. Cause like I had a touch. I guess not. No touch. All right, on TradingView anyways. But on my broker, it did touch my imbalance that I had drawn up. And so then I snagged the entry here, and my stops went above the imbalance box. Some people could put their stops above this bearish engulfing where the trend line was respected, and I rode this bad boy down. And my TP was here. No, my TP was here, actually. Our take profit was here. Okay. So that was my Nas trade. It was very quick. That's what, 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. 20 minutes in a trade, and I was out. All right. So then now I'm going to go to gold. I am actually still in gold right now. Me and Jarrell, we both took this trade on gold. So first, I'm going to go over how I got in gold. And so I was on the hour chart here. Oh, I'm sorry. I was on the 4-hour with gold, and I had my trend line drawn up, right? On the 4-hour. Because when I got into the market, this candle was already, by the time I got into the market, this candle was already created. So 4-hour, I had that marked up. And matter of fact, I guess, yeah, Jarrell took his trade before me. So he was actually able to snag this entry here. And I'll tell you how he got into that, but I was not in this trade at this time. So on the hour, I had my 4-hour trend line drawn up. I was just pretty much watching. I believe I had a hour trend line drawn up. Did I? Uh-oh. I need to do that. I don't see I had my hour trend line drawn up. So from the hour, I always drop down to the 5. You could see what happened with Asia session. They did a stop, hunt, rise, and a drop. You actually could have gotten this trade with the BTMM principles. The TDI here was oversold, and you also had some divergence on the TDI happening as well. So you definitely could have took this trade off of some of the BTMM principles, but I don't trade London. And so my session was in this area here, and I was not in the market at this time. I'm not sure if this was before morning bell or not, but were you in the trade before morning bell or? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, he was. I do remember that. See, I don't trade before morning bell, or I try not to. Sometimes there are setups, as you can see, before New York opens. So he got into this trade from the 30-minute and the 30 and the 5, right? 30 and 5, the 5-minute chart, the 30 and the 5-minute chart. And so as you can see on the 5-minute chart, the TDI was way outside of the Bollinger Bands, meaning it was oversold. So that was a nice entry on the 4-hour trend line with that rejection. Like that was like if I saw this and then I saw this structure here be broken, I probably would have grabbed this entry and put my stops below this wick right here and took it up. But he grabbed it here, and let me see how his 30-minute looked. His TDI on the 30-minute also looked pretty good. It didn't touch the bands, but it was very close to touching it in that area. So that was pretty much 2 confluences on that Bollinger Band for him. But where I was when I was getting in was around my trading time, and I saw that I had a break up. And so anytime I see a breaker structure to the left side on my lower time frame, and then I have a higher time frame trend line and structure, my eyes just start to see the pattern happen. So I got the breakup, and then the shoulder was respecting my 38.2 level, which means continuation for me. And I snagged an entry here when these candles came down. And I'm just looking to see if I saw any imbalances or anything like that. Not so much. Not on this chart anyways. Let me see if there's anything on the hour that I had marked up. No. If there was one, I forgot to leave it on the chart. If there was imbalance that this price came into, that maybe got filled. So yeah, my entry was entered here, and right now price is at a TP level. But we are holding this trade just to see how far is it gonna go? Like, is it gonna come up here? I don't know why I even got this on here, but let me go ahead and remove that. But yeah, if it's gonna come up into this area again, right here where this box is, somewhere around this area, we're looking to take profit because gold can potentially be going back into an uptrend. It definitely does have some stuff to break through. So this is a key area right here because it's lining up with this trend line right now. So, well, actually it's broken. It broke it. I did have a trend line drawn up now that I just drew this. That's what it was. That's why I got into this trade at the 38.2. So you got to keep your drawings on your chart. All right. So at the 38.2 level, what I had saw was a breakup from the trend, and then it retested the trend line. And that's why I snagged my entry right at the trend line. Yes, it is before the EMAs are crossing. But that, I mean, yeah, we all know that EMAs or indicators, sometimes they lag. So you always want to resort to price action first. So I saw the wickage at the trend line, snagged the entry, and I am in profit. Jarrell is in profit because his entry is down here, and we are going to take it up. All right, so that is our trades of the day. Hope you guys like this. Yes, pay attention to these head and shoulders at key areas. They'll definitely start to help you with your entries. This looks like another quasi form. Someone could have got an entry here after the EMA's cross. It's all what works for you. See that quasi? So yeah, hopefully you guys like this video. Comment, share, like, ask questions, and I'll see you guys on the next one.